You know how a TV remote starts acting up after years of use. On the outside, it still looks perfectly fine. No cracks, no missing buttons, but it just doesn't respond like it used to. You press a button and nothing happens, or you have to press really hard to get it working. The truth is, the wear is happening inside, where you can't see it. So if you're dealing with this, don't worry. We're going to fix it together. With old remotes that have been used for years like this, it's important to take care of each key part properly. We'll go through them step by step, starting with the basics. First, let's pop out the 2AA batteries and check them. I'll use a voltage tester to check whether the batteries still have power or if they're already dead, so we know whether to replace them. This kind of tester is easy to find at most tool or repair supply stores. These two batteries were just replaced recently, so there's obviously nothing wrong with them. I only changed them a few days ago, and this is also my way of showing that this video isn't staged. After checking the batteries, I'll open up the remote by using the flathead tip of a screwdriver to gently pry the casing apart, so we can take a closer look at what's really going on inside. And honestly, there's nothing surprising here. With remotes that have been used for years, not only do the internal parts gradually wear down, but dust buildup and tiny bits of corrosion also start to appear in places that are hard to notice. That's why regular cleaning and maintenance really matter. Now go ahead and grab a small cup to hold your cleaning solution. Then take some cotton and soak in the liquid, so it's ready to use for wiping and cleaning the parts. Next, add a small amount of WD-40 into the cup, so it's ready for cleaning. You might not know this, but WD-40 is actually very effective when it comes to cleaning. It doesn't just help loosen stuck parts. It also breaks down grime, removes light rust, and clears away dirt that builds up over time in hard-to-reach spots. That's why it's often used as a quick and practical solution when dealing with small electronic parts like this. Here's a simple trick that a lot of people overlook. Using a pencil to bring the buttons back to life. The core of a pencil is made of graphite, a material that conducts electricity quite well. When the contact points on the circuit board and the rubber keypad wear down over time, their ability to transfer signals becomes weaker. By lightly shading graphite onto the main traces of the board and the contact pads of the rubber buttons, you're effectively adding a thin conductive layer back onto those surfaces. It helps improve the electrical connection. So when you press a button, the signal goes through more reliably, making the buttons feel noticeably more responsive again. That wraps up the maintenance and repair process. Now I'll go ahead and reassemble everything. Then we'll take it out and test it right away. And there we go. Everything is finally back in place and working the way it should. Now comes the part we've been waiting for. Testing it out. Just a light press. And it responds immediately. No delay, no missed input. Every button feels smooth, consistent, and much more reliable than before. You don't have to press hard or guess the right angle anymore. It just works the moment you touch it. That's always a satisfying feeling, especially when something that seemed fine on the outside was actually struggling on the inside. With a bit of cleaning, some simple maintenance, and a few small tricks, we've brought it back to life. And honestly, there's nothing better than seeing a small fix make such a big difference in everyday use.